A crazy report just dropped that includes the Buffalo Bills as a major destination for this upcoming free agent and guy who wants to get out of Dodge. So let's break it down for you guys all right here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bills Digest. I'm your host, Anthony Senicar. And again, happy holidays. But you know what? Come Sunday, y'all are smashing some tables just like I am. And the same way you guys smash those tables, come Sunday time, I want you guys to smash that like and subscribe button, because take a look at this. 97% of you guys who are watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. Join the army, get in touch here with all your latest Bills news, because there's lots of season left, lots of football left, and lots to break down. So, over the holidays, we had some massive news drop, a massive report break of a guy who the Bills have been keeping an eye on, and that is Myles Garrett. Take a look at this. Myles Garrett said today that he wants to stay in Cleveland long term, but the team has to have an immediate plan to win. He intends to make it clear during the offseason discussion about his future, emphasizing that he has no interest in being part of a rebuild. Garrett said he wants to be around, illustrate that to him. That would keep in mind and rest and settled. That has to be the plan of action. Well, that sounds like a man who does not have his future made up. And look at this. Look who is the odds favorite to land Myles Garrett this coming offseason. The Buffalo Bills at 650 or plus 650. This is massive for the Bills. The Bills do need help on the defensive side of the ball at the defensive end. And look, the Snowman, he's already been recruiting. This past week, Myles Garrett commented on Deion's post. He said he is just like that. Deion said, iron sharpens from your Himothy, my boy. The Snowman is recruiting people. The plans are in motion. I was saying this earlier this season that the Bills should look to target Myles Garrett. The Cleveland Browns are not going anywhere. Deshaun Watson has a good chance of getting cut. They have no future plans of what they are going to do. This is a great opportunity for Brandon Beane to swoop in, finally get the piece that they have been chasing for years and years. They tried with Von Miller. That was a swing and a miss. Again, that was other implications with Von tearing his ACL. Before that, he was averaging a sack a game. Greg Rousseau, who is still good D-end, but is not a great D-end like Myles Garrett is. Myles Garrett is a defensive player of the year. I mean, look at this man's stats. He's 28 years old, and he's already had 100 sacks on his career. He gets about, let's see here. He's averaging about, we'll say, 10 to 15 sacks a season. That is great numbers. He is playing an all Hall of Fame pace on that defensive end. He already has a Defensive Player of the Year under his belt. And this is a great opportunity for the Bills to really bolster this defensive line that they have been trying for years and years to get that closer, that finisher. They had Von for half the season. Von is obviously not the same player. Rousseau is a good, not great pass rusher. He's a better run-stuffing D-end. AJ Epenesa is a depth guy. Again, Boogie Basham, who they traded away, who was a swing and a miss in the second round. They have been trying to get someone to close the game, a elite to Hall of Fame level pass rusher, and one is coming on the market. Obviously, the Bills do not have the ideal cap space to do it, but they can move a lot of space around. Obviously, Myles Garrett does have 1 year left on his contract, so it would be a trade scenario. But I have two trade scenarios that I have come up with, and I want you guys to let me know what you all think. If you would pull the trigger on one of these, or if there's some sort of trade scenario that you guys would do. So my first one here is obviously the Bills moving a first-round pick. You're going to have to move that first-round pick for this year. Moving that Minnesota second-round pick. Moving a fourth-round pick from this year. Moving Greg Rousseau, Kaiir Elam, dumping him off, getting some sort of value. If it pushes them over the edge to get Myles Garrett, so be it. And moving a third-round pick and getting Myles Garrett in return. Again, maybe some picks back and forth, depending what Brandon Beane wants to do. But I think if I'm Buffalo, I think you really sit down and you really think about it. Rousseau is going to be owed a lot of money. He's playing at a very good level. He's going to get above average D-end money. We'll say probably in the 11 to $18 million range. Myles Garrett is $20 million on the cap. You're going to have to sign him again at the age of 29. But again, you can move that contract. You can go Von Miller-esque. Move that contract, have it money pushed down the line, move some guys around. You can cut Von Miller as well. That opens up more cap space. You can kind of have it all backloaded, move it around. So then, obviously, the cap space is not as big this year, but the year after, you can obviously have the Stephon Diggs money come off the books and open up a lot more cap space. And if Greg Rousseau has to go, so be it. You're getting a all-pro defensive end in Myles Garrett, a game disruptor on that defensive end, and something the Bills have been chasing for a long time. And moving Kaiir Elam, get him a fresh start in a system in Jim Schwartz in Cleveland, who plays a man defense system. So just, again, a fresh start for Kaiir as well. And then on top of that, if y'all don't want to move Greg Rousseau, which I understand, we can also do this, but you're going to have to swap Rousseau for another first-round pick, leaving you with no first-round pick this year and no first-round pick for the year after. On top of that, you're going to have to move a second, move that fourth as well, and then bring in Kaiir Elam. And just to push the needle, you may have to throw in another third or another second, because, again, Rousseau is a physical body. Is a physical body, that a prospect that Cleveland knows, that they have an above average pass rusher and a really, really good run stuffing D end. And again, they can just slot him right in where Myles Garrett was. So again, it really is dealer's choice of if you want to move Rousseau and some picks, or if you want to move some picks. And then, obviously, I got Kaiir in both trades because I just think it's a good landing spot for Kaiir. Do the guy a favor, get a little bit of value back for him, and really bring in this coveted pass-rushing superstar. And again, if they can fit it in with keeping Rousseau, with keeping Vaughn, and keeping AJ Epenesa, that is a deadly defensive end rotation. But I think if you bring Myles Garrett in, you're going to have to either A, trade Rousseau, or you're going to have to B, cut Von Miller, because you cannot have that much cap space tied up into your defensive ends, especially when you got guys like Jimbo. You got guys like Josh who's going to want more money. You're going to have Khalil Shakir who wants more money. You're going to have TB who wants more money. You're going to have to want Christian Benford who wants more money. There's a lot of guys who need money, who are going to want money, and you cannot have all this money tied up into the D-line. You've already tied up so many first and third and second round pick assets into trying to bolster this D-line, and it's been falling flat in his face. I think Myles Garrett come playoff time will be massive for the Bills next year, and I really think it could be, if the Bills don't do it this year, this could be really the piece that pushes the Bills over the edge completely. Let me know your comments below, guys. Tell me what you think of my trade scenarios. Maybe you guys have a trade scenario. Maybe you guys don't even think we need Myles Garrett, if you think we got enough with Groot and Vaughn and AJ, and hopefully another second or third round pick next year. But as always, guys, like and subscribe. Happy holidays, and go Bills.